we'll also take the blessings and move forward to an interesting sloka today. Yes, let's start off with some prayers. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksurunmritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminati Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gauri Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarvyascha Sindhubhyo Japadidanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. So reading from chapter 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. I happen to understand that today we are going to read the 44th sloka. So pretty interesting. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aho bata mahat pāpaṁ kartuṁ vyavasitā vayam rājya-sukha-lobhena hantuṁ sva-janam udyatāḥ. Aho bata mahat pāpaṁ kartuṁ vyavasitā vayam rājya-sukha-lobhena hantuṁ sva-janam udyatāḥ. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen. So, particularly, is Arjuna Vacha, means Arjuna is speaking rather, and Arjuna, like you all know, Arjuna is seeing his most beloved, his father, his grandfather, his friends, his brothers in front of him. Of course, brothers are on his side also, his own brothers. But here he's seeing others in front. And what have they assembled for? Like the main questions of Dhritarashtra. Kim makurvata Sanjaya? What are they doing? So our dear friend Arjuna is actually seeing. And what is he seeing? He's seeing everyone. And what are they doing? They're going to commit great sinful acts. They're saying that now we have got together, we have planned, prepared, we have put our strategies, we have done every damn thing, whatever is required. They have strategized all your CMM level 5, that would be CMM level 10 or something they would have put, or level 5, or it's constant improvement, everyone trying to see what way they can improve on that. And they're saying, and what are they preparing for? To kill each other. Wow, what a wonderful objective. So Arjuna is giving his reasons for that. So Arjuna has already, like you all would have already seen all the reasons which are fulfilled by now. Maybe in the next 2 slokas, this chapter also gets over. But Arjuna is saying that Arjuna is thinking like a devotee. Why only thinking? He is a devotee, and Arjuna is a devotee, and Arjuna is saying that how strange it is that we have actually planned to do this. And only a devotee can think this. A non-devotee will go to any extent to kill their own kinsman. That's the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. Devotee will at least think about it, like Arjuna thought about it. So he's not only thinking about himself, he's thinking that, okay, they are all mine, they are parts and parcel of Krishna. And whenever he thinks that they are part and parcel of Krishna, he will have 2 thoughts. He'll at least think about whether we should go about or not killing. But when you're not a devotee, you see that your sense gratification is getting hurt. You don't even think a second to kill them. Brother, very dear brother. Brother said, no one shall be your charioteer but me. I shall take you to your in-laws' house. I'll do everything. Put up his brother-in-law on top of the chariot, put it so nicely, took care of the daughter, was the most loving sister. No one knew that she was cousin sister. He thought that she's more than own sister. I was just taking and going. And it didn't take a second. Didn't take even a second. 1 second he heard. He heard from the voice from the sky saying that the sister whom you are taking, the offsprings of her, is going to kill you. Change. Brother's love changed. Till now, brother was the most loving person. Straight up he caught the hair and said, I'll kill you here. I hope you're getting whom I'm speaking about. I'm speaking of Kamsa. Didn't even think of anything, because it was hurting his own body. It was going to hit his own sense gratification. Whenever something hits our own sense gratification, our own body, then we forget. If we are not a devotee, we forget. We forget this basic thing of taking care of others because it is hurting. We can serve others till it is not hurting my own sense gratification. That is a demoniac tendency. Very simple. That's a demoniac tendency. So what is this demonic tendency? If you go down to the root cause of this, what is the root cause of this? The root cause is just identifying that whatever I'm doing is for my own. So that means identifying ourselves with the body. In other words, not identifying oneself with Krishna. So if someone has to have genuine compassion for others, they have to come out of their bodily concept of life. They have to understand that everything is Krishna's. Then we shall give priority to Krishna, then we can have compassion. When we go to Boston, we feel, wow, such a nice skyscraper. When Prabhupada goes to Boston, Prabhupada says, oh, what a sickly place. And Prabhupada then has compassion to give Krishna to them. We are in total bodily concept of life. Some more stories to just imagine how we forget about everyone when it comes to our own. We become demoniac. We don't behave like Arjuna. Yadu, what to speak of Yadus? The Lord says that Yadus were the demigods. They came to assist him. But even the Yadus were bewildered. You hear about the wonderful Satyajit. Satyajit was a Yadu, not an ordinary man. Satyajit's daughter is the Supreme Personality of Godhead's eternal consort. Satyabhama's father is Satyajit, but became so attached to a jewel. I hope you remember the Shamantika jewel, that he accused Krishna of stealing it. What is that? If we go to the root cause, same root cause. Actually, if you think whose was the jewel was by no one else. The jewel was Satyajit had, I think, got it from Sankachuda. Sankachuda had got it from Kubera. And some way Kubera had got it from Krishna himself. Or Kubera had got it from Balaram maybe. And where Balaram had got it, Kubera had got it from Balaram, Balaram had got it from Krishna. In between again, it had gone somewhere to Srimad Radharani. So it was basically Krishna's thing, not giving to Krishna, but now saying that this is my, that's what we do. We identify ourselves with that. And when we identify ourselves with that, we forget everything. We start doing everything opposite. There is no alternative to that, because we identify ourselves with the body. Same place. The biggest devotee, one of the biggest devotee, Jambavan. Jambavan, what did he do? You know who is Jambavan? Jambavan has been devotees across the yugas. We have not been devotee even in this lifetime. It is mentioned that when Vaman Dev came and Brahma is doing the arati, Jambavan is blowing the bugle. It is mentioned that Jambavan was such a close confidant of Lord Ramachandra. He was the Shiksha Guru for Hanuman, best friend for Hanuman, like you all know, right? He was one of the best friends for Hanuman. And see Shiksha Guru guiding Hanuman what to do when Hanuman is saying he cannot do so. He pulls up him and he says, no, you can do this. He's giving him. So not an ordinary person. But what did this gentleman do? Same time. I'm just trying to give instances when he sees that, he basically, Jambavan sees that he finds one lion has killed Prasenjit. Basically, Kshatrajit's brother would have taken the Shyamantika, Prasenjit, and when Prasenjit is killed by the lion, Jambavan is so strong, Jambavan kills him, one shot, boom, brings that jewel. Not that he was so much attached to it. He wanted to give a toy to his child. All your parents, you all are bringing so many toys, but no one like Jambavan. He brought the Shyamantika jewel, gave it to his son, so that his son can play. And Krishna, when Kshatrajit comes and accuses Krishna that you have killed, the Supreme Personality of Godhead thought, okay, I have to do something very dramatic. So he comes and sees the cave is very dark. He says, the Dwarkavasis, you wait here, goes inside, and they fight. How many days? They fight not for 1 day, 2 days, they fight for 28 days. And after fighting for 28 days, then Jambavan realizes this is Supreme Personality of God. It breaks the fight, asks for forgiveness, and thinks, who is the most dearest than my son? Why was he doing that? Why had he forgotten? Because he had forgotten that everything belongs to Krishna. Arjuna remembers that everything belongs to Krishna, so he has compassion. This fellow had forgotten. He thought, this belongs to my son. And so he thought, what best I can do? He said, okay, if I did such a thing, then I'll give the most important thing what I have to Krishna. And he gives his daughter. Father loves their daughter more than their son. So he gives his daughter in hand in marriage to Krishna. So lesson for the day. If we have forgotten that everything belongs to Krishna, but now we are realizing, like Jambavan, then we have to give the most important thing what we have to Krishna back. And what's the most important thing now? The most important thing which is now is time. So give your time to Krishna. That's the only way we can come out of this bodily concept of life. Then we can start thinking everyone as our own. So the most important thing, in order to get over that, is to give back something. And the most important thing is to give back time to Krishna. And it's time now, 7. I think we should stop here. And if someone wants to drop off, can drop off. If someone has any questions or comments, you can stay back. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.